Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a couple of ticket mini albums I made. I used this die set from Scrap Diva Designs, and when I saw this, you guys, if you guys remember seeing my haul video and my unboxing, when I saw this, I immediately was thinking Valentine's Day, not Valentine's Day. What am I saying? Immediately was thinking Disney. A lot of people, because this was part of the Valentine's Day release and it does say like admit one kissing booth, a lot of people did Valentine's Day, so this can totally be Valentine's Day as well. But my brain saw this and it was automatically like, yes, perfect for Disney. So if I had more paper left over from the two Valentine's Day paper pads I was trying to smash, I would have made a Valentine's Day one as well because they are so cute, you guys. But for today, I just wanted to share with you guys the Disney ones that I did make. Hopefully I will get to make some Valentine's Day ones since it's still January. And I still have some time before Valentine's Day, but I thought these turned out adorable, so I want to share. So let's get started into the video. So for my albums, for my two albums, I only used these two die sets. This is the ticket mini album die set from Scrap Diva. And of course, you guys could use the code Carolina for 10% off your order if you guys want to get anything. You guys know I have been loving a ton of her dies, especially her Valentine's Day release. I used so many. I've also been slowly building up my stash of like little goodies in here. Like most of these I made with her die sets. This little bag topper, this little envelope I made, all of these cuties, and you guys are going to see some of those in use. I did some blank ones that I could use later. These little cherries, we got a bow and arrow, Cupid. So a lot of these things I made with her die sets, and I think it's perfect to build a stash of things I want to use in Valentine's Day crafting. You guys will see that in some other videos, especially when you guys see my Valentine's Day junk journals that I made. I used a bunch of stuff, but like I said, today is Disney. So I only use these two dies. So this one cuts out the pattern paper, and then this one cuts out the album kind of base. Now I cut off, because these two cut out as hinges, I cut off both of those because I knew I wanted to do a cinch binding. However, you can just do a hinge at the top. You could do a hinge on the side. So either way, you could just make it as a hinge. I love that those are included there. But like I said, I wanted to use my cinch machine, so I cut off those two. But let me show you guys real quick for someone that did make a Valentine's Day one. Like, look how cute that turns out, and all of those dies are part of here. The little heart is on here, the kissing booth and everything. She added a little piece of paper on the side, but she did use the side hinge. So this piece right here, she did use that in the album, which you guys are about to see, and this album is just so cute. So all of those are attached on a hinge, and then they just kind of keep going, and it's so cute. Like, I love how this person did that album. It'd be really cute if they had used the paper clip, the heart-shaped paper clip die set as well. You guys are going to see that in my my junk journal video also. But the ones that people have been making in a Valentine's Day theme are absolutely adorable, you guys, and I love them. This is the heart-shaped paper clips I was talking about. I would show you guys mine, but I included them in my journals, and I already sold. Well, actually, one of them is sold. The other one is in my room. But anyway, all right, so you guys could always see like what those look like in other themes, but I did want to just share with you guys the Valentine's Day one real quick before I show you guys my Disney one. So all you need is this die set, really. And here we go. I made two of these. I am also trying to work on using up a Disney paper pad. I have a ton of Disney, you guys. I want to craft at least some kind of Disney project every single month. So I used one of the 4x6 cut aparts on the cover here, did some stitching around, and all of these are about 4x6. So you can include a 4x6 size photo in here, but you will have to crop it down a little bit. But for the most part, you can get a 4x6 size photo in here. Even if you get the die set and you make an album, you could cut out your photo with this die set. Like, you don't need a background. You could just cut out your photo with that die set. And that can just be like your layering piece there. But anyway, or you could just include square photos. And also these two albums are both available in my Etsy shop in case you guys want to purchase it as well. And like I said, the die set is linked down below, and use code Karolina for 10% off. So I just did that, added some enamel dots here. Here's the back. I did some stitching on the back as well, and my handmade logo little stamp. And then this opens up like this. And of course, if I didn't add in like interactive elements, it wouldn't be like a KarolinasKrafts album. So I only glued some pieces down on 3 sides, like this paper, this pattern paper, I glued down on 3 sides. And then I decided to make a little booklet in here. And then from my stash, I also used this stub scallop punch. So this stub side right here makes these little stub pieces that kind of match the ticket shape of the album. So I did that on my little booklet here, and this just kind of pulls out. So like I said, I just glued down on 3 sides. That tucks in the top, pulls out. You can journal, add a photo, and I also have an additional tag from the collection in here that I put onto some red cardstock. And then I used some seam binding here from my scrap cabin shop. And if you guys want to get some seam binding, like, I just love how crinkly it is. It just adds that cutesy factor. But if you guys want to get some seam binding from my scrap cabin shop, you guys could use the code Karolina10 for 10% off your order. So this just tucks back in here, and it's so cute. Let me show you guys real quick the paper collection I used. So I'm using this one. This one's called Magical Adventure by Echo Park. And at the time of me starting to work on these projects, I had 20 sheets left. So I will do like a final recap video of all the things I make with this, because I'm going to try to do a Disney project, like I said, every single month. So when I do use it up, I will be able to do like a recap video. But yeah, so that's fun. And I love having these fun elements in here as well. They just add a little something something. Then you turn this. I just used a little die cut here, glued that down on 2 sides. No, 1 side, just on the bottom here. And I added this little thing in here. This is another thing I want to make with scraps more often, because they look so cute in these little journals or junk journals, and I love it. So all I did is I made this little like pocket thing. This is another die set. I think this is from AliExpress a really, really long time ago. I will try to go through my order history and see if it's still there. If it's still available, I'll try to link it, like this little pocket thing. But it is from AliExpress. I don't order from AliExpress really so much anymore. I used to, like, obviously back in the day, years ago, that was like the huge thing to order your dies from AliExpress. But you know, a lot of things came to light, so I don't really order from them so much anymore. I know they copy like a lot of other designers and things, so I just have some dies still. Like, I didn't throw them out. Obviously I paid for them at some point. But I didn't throw them out, and I was just going through my stash, because one of the things I want to do this year is just use more of my dies, which I think I've been doing a really good job of, but you know, some dies that I haven't seen in a long time, and just going through some of those. So this is a cute little die set. It makes this little pocket. You can also cut out the little piece of paper with that other piece right there. I didn't do that because I ended up making a little booklet here with some scraps of orange paper that I had in my stash, and then I just used a scrap piece of the Disney paper, folded it over, and then just did some stitching. So I just made a cute little, like, teeny little booklet that fits right in here, and it's a cute little like additional writing spot, and I just thought that was like absolutely adorable. So that just tucks into that pocket there. Then here you can add a photo, and like I said, you can just crop down your photos here, get a 4x6 photo, crop it down. And I mean, I guess because I did the cinch wire, it takes away a little some of that, but let's see. I guess you could get a photo if you want some of that border showing. Do a 3x5. Yeah, 3x5 photo would work even better if you want some of that border showing. If you want the 4x6, obviously you're gonna have to cut it down a little bit here. And then here 3x4 is here, so you'd have to cut it down a little. So maybe you're just better off doing a 3x5, which is still a really good size photo. And that would fit perfectly on here with no cropping needed. Then here I made a cute little pocket, just using some scraps from the paper that I cut. I added in this little booklet, or I made this little booklet, and it just says magic, and that tucks right back in here. Added this like die cut piece here, and I only glued it down partially because I decided I would do another little tuck spot there. Isn't that so cute and so little? So cute, you guys. And then of course the seam binding, like I mentioned before, is from my scrap cabin shop. That link is down below with the code. And this is a tag, like a stitched nesting tag die set that I have in my stash. Oops. I will link that down below as well. I just love to cut out scraps of like 110-pound cardstock I might have, and just cut out tags because I use them so often and they just look so cute in my little projects. They're adorable. I don't really know what you would write on here. Maybe just like something one of your kids said in quotation marks, like something little, but it is just really cute. And then here I have some of that orangey kind of yellow colored dyed paper that I dyed myself, and that's there. And then here's just another page where you can add a photo. Same thing here. Then here I decided to make a belly band, and it's just like a plain red on the background. And I included a bunch of goodies in there. So you've got this little like journal spot, so that goes in there. You've got this larger tag now, which is part of that nesting tag die set. And then this little 2x2 cut apart that says everyone say cheese. There's actually a lot of little 2x2 cut aparts in that collection that I'm working with, so I'm trying to like put some of them to good use. Then here, this is actually not from the collection, that's just from my stash, that paper, but I wanted to use it in here. And then you could just add photos on both of these spots. Here you could do journaling or add a photo. So here's another 4x6 cut apart under here, and I had a cute little like journal spot, so I decided to use that in here. And again, I glued it down on 3 sides, so I have this little tuck spot. And then these guys were actually 3x4 cut apart. Same thing with that last one that was in here, but I just cut them down a little bit so that they can fit comfortably in here. If I added a hinge to this at the bottom, you could just do like the full size, but because I put glue down here, obviously I can only go up to like there, right? So this is a 3x4 cut apart, cut down. It just says magical adventure. It's so much fun. Turned it into a little booklet, used my stub punch there again on the corners, and I'll link this down below as well. And that just tucks in right behind that paper there. And on top of that, I also tucked in this little tag, and again with some seam binding, backed it onto red, and that tucks in right behind that booklet. And I mean, you could use those tags elsewhere, like you could tuck it in the pocket if you wanted to. So then this flips. Here you got another space for photos, journaling, or photos, more photos, and more photos. And then more photos here. And then here I decided to include a little paper clip with some tulle here that I made, and just some ephemera from the collection that you can add elsewhere to decorate. This one here, you can punch out, like there's, this is like perforated, so you can get rid of that picture perfect day and glue that on and have like a little picture behind there. Or you could just glue it down completely, then maybe just glue it down on 3 sides. You could put like, make a little like tuck spot with a tag, or make a turn a tag into a photo and put it back there, whatever like you want to do with that, or just, you know, embellish throughout your album. But I just have that attached with a paper clip so that the recipient decides how they want to embellish their album. Here, more space for photos, and then I added another pocket here, and it says we were here. And you've got this little like camera roll thing that you can just add a photo to or do journaling on, or both, because you have front and back. And then this 3x4 cut apart that says you and me. And that just lives in the pocket here. And then here you've got a plain background, but I have another little booklet in there. And it says, if you've got ears, say cheers. And then that just tucks in behind that blue page, so you can just do some journaling here and then add a photo up here, or have the hidden journaling spot here and add a photo there, whatever you want to do. And then yeah, so that is this first album. Isn't it so cute? I love how these turned out. I love shaped albums to begin with, but I just really love how these turned out in a Disney theme. And obviously I could have played around with making like a shaker cover, because you can do a shaker cover with this die set, but because I had these 4x6 cut aparts, I just wanted to use them on the front instead of doing a shaker cover. But that is totally an option if you guys want to make your own albums. So this is the second one. I'm not going to do as detailed of a flip through, but I will go through it because, like I said, they are available in my shop. This one says, this is where the magic happens. The back. And it is the same layout as the other one. It just has different booklets and cut aparts and tags. Actually, I think that tag was the same. The tags might be the same actually, but I know the cut aparts are different. Here, this one's got yellow back here. The other one I think was, no, was it yellow also? Okay, it was yellow, but this had the orange yellow paper. This one has blue here. Just whatever I have left over. Okay, orange paper here. You could see different cut aparts and different embellishments, but otherwise the layout is like the same. So this one says, everyone say cheese. And it does have the little tag in here as well. All right. This is the same, just different booklets. This one says family fun. And you've got this writing spot that says our favorite thing. And of course you've got that tag. So it's got like the same amount of goodies. Okay, different cut aparts here. So this one looked like this, Magical Adventure, and it had this one. This one says best place ever, and it just has like this writing spot here. So this one says this is our happy place, and you could just journal on there. And again, this pulls out, and you've got a tag behind it as well. Super cute. And then I think, okay, the blue page is the same. Okay, those are the same. Different little elements here. This one says so much fun and love this. And again, this punches out, it's perforated, so you can just put a photo directly behind that. Use it however you'd like to decorate and embellish your album. This one says Goofy here. Same one of these little things, but different cut apart. And this one says best day ever. I don't even know which way I made them opening. Whether it was top opening or side opening, they're all different. And then here, okay, so this page was blue on the other one. It's yellow on this one. And it just says adventure. But otherwise, they are pretty much the same. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys because this turned out absolutely adorable. I love it so much. They're so cute. You guys know I love my shaped albums, so I was happy to actually do a Disney one because, like I said, I really want to be doing Disney all year long as well. I have so much Disney. I really need to like use it up and like get rid of some because I like that is one of the bigger bins I have as well. So I'm trying to do some kind of Disney project every single month. Any information on what I used, where you guys can get these albums, the physical ones are listed. Like I said, they're listed in my shop, but that link is going to be down below. The die set is down below from Scrap Diva, and use the code Carolina for 10% off your order. All the seam binding I used, there's a lot to cover. All the seam binding I used, that's from my Scrap Cabin shop. I'll link her down below. And for that, you can use the code Carolina10 for 10% off your order. So yeah, lots of codes. Everything is listed in the description box down below though with the codes if you guys get a little confused, but that way you guys can save some money. So I just want to make sure to cover it all. All right guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this project share of the Disney one. And like I said, there are a ton of Valentine's Day ones because you can turn this into Valentine's Day with a little kissing booth. And originally I thought I was going to do like a coupon kind of album, but I didn't do that. I just don't really have a reason to give anybody like one of the coupon books, but that would be really cute too. So you could totally do that. Okay, so that is all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.